You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. Who else? You have Don Cheadle. I'm willing to pay Don Cheadle $9.5 million for the role. Obviously, as for Maramis, and I'm paying him a nice $250,000 royalty check. For the postal sales, he gets his $60,000 for his commercial ads, which is good enough. I'm not going hard enough for him, and I'm paying him a $250,000 bonus for the $250,000 for the release, and he'll accept my deal. Obviously, as Maramis is not as major as the other characters. He's a major character. He's in a lot of. He's just as major as Job and all of them, but he's not as major as Papyri, Tacitonius, and all of them. That's why, because he's a big actor, he's worth a lot of money. He's a smaller A-lister. Pay him a lot of money. You see what I'm saying here? Like, so even though he's not as major as the other guys, pay him a lot of money that way. Pay him, you still have to pay him a rich salary because he's a smaller A-lister. And he'll agree to $9.5 million. He's walking away with millions in his bank. It's a good deal. See what I'm saying here? That is a good fucking deal. Yeah. Honestly, enough about me talking about the actors. And once the actors sign those contracts, those fat contracts, and I'm gonna show them the concept arts of Aratat. They're gonna be spooked, obviously, but it's gonna prepare them mentally that way. What for filming, obviously, for training and production. You see what I'm saying here? In the third year, I'm gonna show them the picture of the mask. I'm gonna have the people in Switzerland take pictures of the mask, send it to my computer, obviously, and I'm gonna show the actors the picture, obviously. Okay, guys, come with me, sit down. I want to show you guys that way the pictures. That way you know what we're dealing with for the movie. And this, guys, by the way, this does not include special effects. So this horrific mask that you're seeing, this does not include the unheard of technology I'm putting towards special effects, as well as the update IMS cameras for focusing the sound, the music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's why you're looking at Little Devils. I'm going to tell the voice actors who are going to be wearing these demonic masks, look, man, I need you to prepare yourself mentally for the role. You guys are going to be wearing this demonic mask, and you're going to be playing as devils, obviously. Yeah, I understand. Okay. And that's why you need a psychologist. They're going to be, it's a guaranteed psychologically affected. I'm going to tell them, look, man, I want an unheard of performance even better than Heath Ledger's Joker. They're like, okay, Ivan. Yeah, don't worry, Ivan. Yes, I want I want an unheard of performance even better than Heath Ledger's Joker. Tell them that. And they're like, okay, Ivan, we get it. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm going to tell all the actors, look, man, because I'm paying you your millions, I expect you to work your fucking asses off for me. See what I'm saying here? I pay you a lot of money and I spoiled you for the 4 years, 3 years, and you know what I'm saying, all the parties, and as well as pay you for the ad shoots, the ad commercials. I expect you to work hard. They're gonna work hard for me. If the actors slacked off, I'd be very, very pissed off because I'm paying. Like, I don't want anyone fucking up my story, man. Look, man, there's a reason why I'm paying a lot of money because I don't want anyone fucking my story. I want everyone to work hard. That's why I'm paying everyone an unheard amount of money. Peter Jackson is $75 million. Mel Gibson is $50 million. The actors are rich, multi-million-dollar salaries. Yeah, that way everyone works hard. The crewmen are $150,000. That way they all work hard. Spoiling with a buffet, 3 beers. I'll have everyone drink their 3 beers like late at night, like 10 o'clock at night. When like filming is like after everyone's finished filming, you can have your 3 beers if you want. I don't want the actors being a little bit tipsy when they film. No, have them have their 3 beers, or you can have them have one beer during breakfast, 1 beer during lunch or dinner, and 1 beer during dessert. You can do that. Because 1 beer will not get you buzzed. If you drink 3 beers at once, it'll give you a nice buzz. I don't want the actors having a buzz when they're filming, obviously. You see what I'm saying here? That's why me and VJ Skysource Company will be the best brand in the entertainment industry. You're looking at an amazing company that me and VJ are going to own, man. And I told you, the money that me and VJ make off the book sales for Zanins, we never have to work again. Me and VJ can just live the life for 100 years, 200 years, and just party it up in enjoy our condo, travel around the world in our nice jet. You know what I'm saying? We can go clubbing, we can go to all these restaurants. We do have an endless bucket list for decades to come. We don't even have to work, man. But I told you, even though I'm going to have a lot of money, it is good to work, as it is not good to be lazy. As all the billionaires around the world, they all work. Hence, I also want to work, and I don't want me and VJ's glory to be for nothing. Even though the trends are cool, I don't want me and VJ's glory to be for nothing. And what better way for the two gods to display their glory by what? By what? Acting in a movie and being part of a documentary. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. You know, Ivan, the best way for you and VJ to display your glory is a movie. Yes. The best way for me and VJ to display our glory is what? Acting in a movie, obviously. And being a part of a documentary. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. As no one cares about restaurants, no one cares about hotels, no one cares about what? About all the other stuff. No one cares about an Ivan and VJ park. No one cares about that. No one really cares about an Ivan and VJ magazine. Pictures are cool. Magazines are pretty cool, obviously, but it's like no one really cares about an Ivan. People, you guys will still buy my magazines, obviously, but no one really cares about an Ivan magazine. You know what I'm saying, whereas people will pay for an Ivan and VJ movie. That's where the money is. Hence why I'm starting my own Skysys company. I know what I'm doing. Obviously, because you're not a part of the experience, you're left behind. You're not saved, obviously, and you would have been saved and been a part of the experience with my movies, all that stuff. How you just let me and VJ be together and what? Yeah, we love that glory, Ivan, but man, we like every night we dream, we see hell. Yes, you make me and VJ's relationship your business when it's none of your business. There's a reason why you see hell, because you're not meant for me and her, man. That's why you see hell. But we know that, but we want you so bad. Yes, you let your envy take over, and in doing so, I set the whole thing up. Look, man, if you want to let your envy take over and see me and VJ have sex, you're going to get ripped off because you're not meant for both of us. And then once Ivan comes back from death, he's king, and you're not part of the going, you're left behind. You guys knew this, and you made a choice anyways. You're stupid people, man. You chose God's stupid, bullshit, worthless sex, obviously, over his amazing glory and being saved in the public eye, man. The only price you would have paid is never knowing it's like for me to have sex. So yeah, we turn you on a lot, obviously, but like, you know what I'm saying? Even though we turn you on a lot, you never know how to have sex, you're saved and you're part of the experience and you're happy every day. Whereas now that you saw my you bullshit sex, you're not happy, obviously, because you got ripped off, obviously, and now you don't see Ivan and VJ live, and now you're left behind, and now you're miserable. As you guys are gonna be miserable every day in and day out, as you're abandoned from the glory of God, man. You're looking at international fame, guys, from my movies and me and VJ's fame, man. I'm not talking about some regional fame. No, you're looking at the whole world, the whole planet tuning in every day. You're looking at hundreds of thousands of fans cheering me and VJ on when we're hanging out all these countries. Everyone's staring in the city. Everyone's staring in the country. The whole world is looking at the trends. It's international fame. Hence, you're banned from my glory, obviously. My international glory. Obviously, because you guys are reprobate people, man. You're fucking crazy people, man. And you guys are going to regret your decision, obviously, but it's too late. Just like once those, just like what? Just like in the Bible, all the human beings have an opportunity to repent and be saved, obviously, and go to heaven and be in glory with Jesus, obviously. You guys would have been a part of my glory, obviously. You would have partaken in my glory had you let me and VJ be together and see me in the public eye, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But then a lot of people end up rejecting Jesus. Obviously, they sin against God, and then the moment they get thrown into hell, they now see they're wrong. And they're like, Lord Jesus, please forgive me. I'll do anything just to be in your presence. I'll do anything just to be in your glory in heaven. Yeah, same situation for you guys, obviously. Once you see me in VJ's glory, you guys are like, oh my God, we made the wrong choice, man. Being abandoned by God is a horrific price to pay. Yes, it's a horrific price to pay. Hence why everyone who works for my company will beg their asses off. Because they don't want to be left behind. They want to be saved. They want to be a part of my glory. They don't want to be left behind and abandoned like you guys are going to be left behind and abandoned. So guys like Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, even those guys are going to really, really beg after filming is completed. After the red carpet event, because their contract's now up, they're also going to beg, Ivan, man, please resign me. Some of them might even cry, Ivan, please resign me. Please, I don't want to be left behind. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to work in Hollywood. I don't want to work anywhere else. I want to be saved. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, I'll sign you. You know what I'm saying? They're lucky, obviously, if they're hired. The other 5 members of the 17 are going to beg their asses off, too. I'm like, yeah, don't worry, I'll resign you. Eric Chong, if he's hired, he'll beg his ass off. You see what I'm saying? They're all going to beg their asses off. But I told you, I'm going to be resigning all those guys, whoever's hired, right? I'm going to resign all those guys. And it's the 17 and my main people, they're all lucky. As they're going to get to experience success and fame with me for decades. 2+ decades, man. Hence they're lucky, obviously. As Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, if they're hired, they're going to be experiencing the success and fame with Ivan and VJ for 20+ years, man. Obviously. And then after the 5 movies, I will retire them. And they're gonna want to still work on. Look, man, you're fucking old. You made your I don't know. You made your 100 plus $1 million. You made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You're 80 years old, 79 years old. Retire. And say you get your $5 million retirement package. You get your $3.5 million retirement package. The secretaries get their $1.5 million retirement package. The other three get their $2.5 million retirement package. Retire. You know what I'm saying? With the money that you made, and enjoy your life for the next 10, 15 years before you die, obviously. Right? Yeah, so going back to my two, enough about me talking about. I think I've dealt enough about Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson. I'm going to talk more about my two superheroes. I mentioned this in my past videos, obviously. My top 4 candidates are Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni. Yeah, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, Rian Johnson, and J.J. Abrams. And I'm willing to pay them all a very, very rich salary. Those are my top 4 candidates for my super. But you also have guys like Ryan Coogler. He's good. You know what I'm saying? You have the 2 writers who wrote Avengers. They're good too. You have a lot of good candidates. Yeah. Those are my top 4. I'm willing to pay Rian Johnson a nice $14 million bonus before each movie project. $14 million bonus, that's like $8.5 million in your bank for every movie. That's a nice paycheck. It's about a 9 to $8.5 million check in your bank, obviously. That's nice. Obviously, he gets his $2.4 million yearly salary. So Rian Johnson, after each movie project, he'll be walking away with a $14 million check in his bank around there. Yeah, $14 million check in his bank. $50 million check in his bank around there he'll be walking away with after each movie project. And he also gets his commercial money, and he gets his two $50,000 bonus after filming is completed. He also gets his two $50,000 royalty check for all the releases, which is nice, obviously. So if he does my 5 movies, after the 5 movies, Rian Johnson would have made a good, like, I don't know, $75 million for himself around there. 76 million bucks he'll make. Around, right? Because 15 times what? 5 movies, right? 15 times 5 is what? I'm bad at math, guys. 15 times 10 is 150, so half of that is 75. Yeah. Rian Johnson will make $75 million during the 25 years of my skyscrapers for all my movies. And he'll have a nice retirement, obviously. I'll give Rian Johnson, like, I don't know, like a $4 million retirement plan if he's hired, which is nice. And J.J. Abrams will want to pay him a fat $27 million bonus. And I'll pay him a nice $8 million salary for the first year, and he gets his fat $4 million for all the other years. Obviously. And J.J. Abrams will make a good, like, I don't know, like $27 million, and he's making $8 million. You know what I'm saying? $8 million. He's making a lot of money. J.J. Abrams will be making, like, I don't know, like $160 million or something. 60-something million or something like that for the 20 years working for my company. He'll make a lot of money, yeah. And him, because he's big, I'll give him like a $7 million retirement plan, which is nice. And he'll accept my deal, obviously. Look, man, if you're greedy and you want a piece of me and VJ's royalties, you're not worth it. As what I'm paying you is good enough. He'll be like, I have not accepted your deal. Even though you agree, you're paying a lot of money. Yes, I'm paying a lot of money. At the same time, I'm giving you perks. I'm spoiling you with all the parties, the $1,300 gas card, being flown on my private jet for the world tour, all that stuff. And I'm spoiling you with limo driver for the takeouts. Yeah. Parking up my condo. I'm spoiling you. And so agree to my deal, obviously. But my top 2 candidates are Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, because Mandalorian's an amazing show. I'm willing to pay Dave Filoni a nice $10 million bonus. That's $6 million in his bank, and he gets his $2 million yearly salary around there. Obviously, right? $2 million yearly salary. So Dave Filoni will make on average a good like $12 million for all my movies. 12, 13 million. 12 million, 12.5 million around there he'll make. I said 8 million last time, no, I'm mistaken. He'll make like, he gets 6 million and he gets another what? 4 million bucks. 4.8 million bucks, obviously. So pretty much 5 million. So he'll make on average about 11 million for all my movies, Dave Filoni. Obviously. So for 5 movies, Dave Filoni will make a good 55 million bucks working for the 20 years for my 5 movies. Which is a nice deal, obviously. He's walking away with a lot of money. Hence, Dave Filoni will have a lot of money. There's a good chance they're going to blow the money a lot, though. Because I'm paying them an amount of money, they're going to have a good savings for themselves, obviously. Whereas Jon Favreau, he's already lower. The guy's worth $100 million. So he's good, obviously. Jon Favreau want to pay him a nice $20 million fat bonus, signing bonus before he even says that's $12 million in your bank. I want to pay him a fat $6 million for the first years for all my movies, and a rich $3 million yearly salary for all the other years, obviously. And I'm giving all the four a $100,000 raise per movie project, as well as the other five, which is a nice deal. He gets his $250,000 bonus after the film is completed. All the four get taken on vacation with their family, girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, with the other members of the 7 team and the directors, obviously. They get their $35 gas car. They get money for the commercial ads. You know what I'm saying? And they're making a lot of money, yeah. And if Jon Favreau, because Jon Favreau is a shark and he's worth a lot of money, $100 million, and J.J. Abrams is worth like $300 million, these guys are most likely going to try and get a piece of me, just royalties. I'm like, look, man, you're not getting a piece of royalties for the merch, and you're not getting a piece of the royalties for the movies unless you're not worth it. What I'm paying you is good enough as what? As CEOs in Hollywood for the big companies get like $20 million bonuses. And that's how much I'm paying you to what? As the executive producer position for my company, script developer and co-writer, yeah. And Jon Favreau will be like, oh, I have not accepted your deal. Even though you agree you're paying a lot of money, yes, I'm paying a lot of money as you're making what? $33 million. Jon Favreau will make a good, what? I don't know. Jon Favreau will make a good, I don't know, $150 million for the 20 years. He's making on average $33 million for all my movies. Yeah, $33 million on average he's making for all my movies. Around there. 33 on average he's making for all my movies. And it's 30 times 5 is what? That's 150. Yeah, he's making like about $150 million. So J.J. Abrams will make, so sorry, I was mistaken. J.J. Abrams will make probably closer to about like 190 million around there. Not 150. He'll make it closer to about like 180, 90 million around J.J. Abrams will make for the 20 years. And Jon Favreau will make a good like 150 million bucks working for the 5 movies. He's making a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money, man. $150 million he's making. He'll be $150 million richer after the 20 years. And Dave Filoni's making a nice like $55 million. They're all getting rich salaries, yeah. And Rian Johnson's making a nice like $75 million for the 20 years. Which is a nice fucking paycheck. That's a nice deal, man. Like, they're never going to make this in Hollywood, yeah. Yeah. I told you, there's a high chance I'll be choosing Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni as my two what? My two chosen script developers. And they'll be the boss of the company, obviously. So after me, VJ, you're the boss. Except for Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson, hire, they'll be the boss over them, obviously. But you guys are also the boss too. You're the boss over the 7 team, and the other members of the 7 team are the boss over the crewmen. So my whole 7 team, they're all the boss, but there's a hierarchy of power, obviously. You have me and my wife, you have Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, or Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, then you have the other 3, then you have the secretaries. But they're all the boss over the crewmen. So my 7 team is the boss, or my assistant producers, but they're the boss of my company, obviously, the boss over the whole crewman, but there's a hierarchy of power. See what I'm saying here? So I'm going to tell the accountant, legal advisor here, but look, man, if Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni tell you to do something, listen to them. They're the boss over you, obviously. If the 3 tell the secretaries to do something, the secretaries have to listen to them. If the secretaries tell the crewmen to do something, they have to listen to the secretaries. There's a hierarchy of power. And if me and Vijay tell you to do something, you gotta listen to us, because we're the boss. We're the big bosses. We're the ones paying you your fucking salary, yeah. Because I'm paying all these guys under amount of money, they're all gonna work really, really hard for me. You see what I'm saying here? And when I create that retirement package, I don't want Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, or the other 5 touching that money. I'm not going to put them... I'm not putting this money in your bank, as I'm scared you're going to blow it, obviously. There's a high chance these guys are going to blow their money like crazy, obviously. But because they're making so much money, what? Like, they'll be living an amazing life, the rich life, obviously. The celebrity life, obviously. Especially Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, or Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, they're going to have a lot of money to blow. They're going to be living the rich celeb life, obviously. Whereas the secretaries and them, they're going to live the rich celeb life, but they're not as rich as those guys. They have to be more careful how they spend their money. See what I'm saying here? Look, man, I know you guys are most likely going to blow your money. I'm not going to tell them that. You guys are most likely going to blow your money. Hence why I'm going to put a retirement package. Just especially for the other 5, you have to give them a good retirement package. Because they're not making as much as the other guys, right? The other 2, right? The 2 script developers. And you give them a nice retirement plan. I'm giving the secretaries a nice $1.5 million retirement plan. And I'm giving the other 3 $2.5 million retirement plan. And I'm going to have my accountant, I'm going to have a system in the computer software. Obviously, I'm gonna have like retirement package, and he puts all me and VJ take money out of our personal account. We put all the money, in the retirement package, and I'm gonna have a thing where it's like locked. So there's like a locking mechanism, and nobody can touch it. Nobody can touch it. Obviously, look, when you guys can't touch this money until you retire, you can now have access to the money. Obviously, as I'm not putting this money in your account, or in your savings or something like that. No, because I'm scared you're gonna blow the money. I'm gonna put it in a safe place where you can't touch the money. And once you retire, you get your money. Obviously, see what I'm saying here? And there's a high chance Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau will be blowing a lot of their money, man. You know what I'm saying? Blowing a lot of their money. Getting all these nice, I don't know, $1 million cars. $500,000, $300,000 cars. Yeah, man. They're going to blow their money, obviously. Either buy nice multi-million houses, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Buying all these stuff. They're going to blow their money, obviously. It's high chance the other five will blow their money, too. And that's the world we live in. Most people blow their money, man. Hence why I'm going to be very straight. Look, man, you can't touch the money. The money it's for your own benefit. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. As we live in this world, most people blow their money. People save money, obviously, but most people blow their money. Once you're making millions, there's a high chance you're going to blow your money. I don't want you touching the money until you retire. Oh, okay. It's a deal. I'm sorry. I'm spoiling them. I'm not only paying you a fucking lot of money, I'm giving you a multi-million-dollar retirement plan, which is nice. As no company does this, man. No company does this, obviously. And the head chefs, I'll give them like a $200,000 retirement plan. The photographers, I'll give them a $200,000 retirement, which is nice for a photographer and head chef. Because they're all average people, right? I'm not going to pay them millions. They're ripping you off. Give them like a nice $200,000 retirement, which is nice. That's a nice retirement plan for a head chef. And the graphic designer, web designer, you give them like a $150,000 retirement plan. And the doc team, give them like a $200,000 retirement. So the doc team, I'll also, after 20 years, I'll also be hiring a new doc crew too. As chances are, the doc crew who I'm hiring are experienced people. They're probably going to be in their 40s and 50s. So after 20 years, you guys are done. I'm hiring another doc crew too, and you guys will get your nice $200,000 retirement plan, which is nice. If Eric Chung's hired, he gets his nice $200,000 retirement plan, which is nice. Nice deal, obviously. Hence, I'm spoiling all these people, yeah. And the photographers get their nice $200,000 retirement plan. And what? And the 7 team get their multi-million-dollar retirement plan. Because they're my main people, obviously. As no company gives people... some companies give them like a $100,000, but no company gives people a multi-million-dollar retirement plan. No way, man. As most people have like their own 401k and all that stuff, but they have to save their own money, obviously. They have, what they do is they have like a thing where they take a certain percentage of their salary and they put that towards what? They put that towards their savings, obviously. Which for me, I'm not doing that. Me, I'm actually putting a couple $1 million of my own money into their what? Into the retirement plan. Because I'm that generous. The reason why I'm this generous is because I know me and VJ are going to have embarrassment of riches. We're going to be making $3 to $4 billion on average for all our movies and posters, obviously. Even more, perhaps. Same time, we're going to receive hundreds of millions of dollars in tax returns, as well as hundreds of millions of dollars for the re-release. We're making an embarrassment of riches, obviously. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will be receiving a lot of money for their tax returns too, and it's the other 5 are going to receive a couple $100,000 in tax returns, and Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are probably going to receive about $1 million plus, $1 million, $2 million in like tax returns, because they're making a lot of money, obviously, but what? They're not making the kind of money me and VJ are making. See what I'm saying here? And don't forget, the 7 team are also getting their $50,000 for all the re-releases, which is nice. So for all the 5, when all the 5 movies, when there's re-releases for all 5 movies, they all get their $250,000 in their bank. So if I do 5 re-releases, that's what? 5 re-releases, that's $1 million. That's $1.25 million in your bank. The 7 team make. And so I'm spoiling them with a good deal. Yeah. Ivan, you're spoiling the shit of us. Yeah, I'm spoiling the shit out of you. You're getting a fucking good deal. You're getting your money for your re-release, obviously, for all the 5 movies. So the actors get a re-release for just one movie. For all the releases for just one movie. The 7 team, because they're a part of all 5 movies, they get a re-release for all 5 of my movies. $250,000, which is nice, man. You also get your retirement package. You get your $250,000 bonus after film is complete. You get taken on vacation. You get your $3,500 gas card movie. You get your $100,000 raise. I'm spoiling them, yeah, man. You get money for your commercial ads, yeah. And plus you get your perks. Like the vacation, when taking you kind of on vacation, being flown my private jet for the world tour, all that stuff. Yeah, they're getting spoiled, man. Holy shit, I've been generous. Yes, I'm very generous. The reason why I'm very generous is because me and VJ are going to have an embarrassment of riches, man. We're going to be so rich. As I told you, by the time I do the 5 movies, me and VJ are going to have a good like 22, $23 billion in our bank, man. We're embarrassment of riches, hence why you pay. Everyone benefits. It's not just about you and your wife. Your 17 benefit too. They got paid a rich salary, and you gave them a nice retirement. Obviously. But Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they don't really need the retirement money because I told you they're going to be making a lot of money. Dave Filoni's going to make a good $55 million for the 20 years. And so he'll have obviously a lot of money saved, obviously. Some money saved. And Jon Favreau's already low. He's worth $100 million. He's making like $150 million for the 20 years. Which is a nice paycheck, man. He's making like $150 million for the 20 years. Yeah, man, he's making a lot of money. And Ryan and J.J. Abrams is making almost $200 million. He's making like 190, 180 million or something like that. Something crazy for the 20 years. And so I'm giving them a good deal. That's why the law accept me. I'm not accept your deal. Even though I agree you're paying me a very rich salary. Yes, I'm paying you a very rich salary. And so I'll work hard for me. And whoever's chosen, they're gonna be the boss over my company, obviously. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. I told you the reason why I'm paying Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni a lot of money, and Ryan Johnson is, I told you when I start Skysource, when I put out the ads, there's a high chance Jon Favreau and all of them are gonna what? There's gonna be a bidding war going on in Hollywood. As what Lucasfilm's gonna do, Disney's gonna do whatever they can to keep Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni on that Mandalorian show. And you have to take, and there's a high chance they're paying him a lot of money, man. I heard they're paying Jon Favreau a lot of money. Hence why you got to take the checkbook and pay him a fat bonus. Bonus deals are the best. He gets a fat signing bonus before he even starts work. Dave Filoni gets a fat signing bonus before he starts work. A fat $10 million, which is $6.3 million in your bank. It's a nice paycheck. You can buy your $4 million house with that money. You can get a nice Ferrari. You're going to see Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni with their hire. Jon's already loaded, but you're going to see him buying his nice, I don't know, he gets his nice Lamborghini, he gets his nice Ferrari, he gets his nice Cadillac, he gets his nice BM, he gets his nice Benz. So you're going to see Dave Filoni buying his nice Ferrari too, his nice Lamborghini. He can easily afford his nice Porsche, his nice Benz. You're going to see the secretaries can't afford that, but the secretaries are going to drive nice cars too, like nice Benzes, nice Jaguars, nice Mazdas, I'm saying. Nice cars, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The other two are going to get like a nice Porsche. You see them driving nice Porsches. Yeah, they're all living a good life. They bought their multi-million houses. They're all living the rich life, the rich celeb life. Yeah. But yeah, even though these guys are rich, their wealth is nothing compared to Ivan Regis was. Ivan Regis owned that $150 million rooftop condo, man. Something unheard of. So when you see Jon Favreau's house, if he's hired, Dave Filoni's house, oh my god, they have a nice fucking house, a celebrity house, obviously. Jon Favreau has a nice like $8 million house. Dave Filoni has a nice like $4 million house, and the other two have a nice like $4 million house, $3.8 million house. The second have a nice like $1.72 million house. They have their nice cars. Oh my god, these guys are rich. They have nice houses. But once you see me Regis calling, you're gonna be like, holy shit. Ivan Regis have an embarrassment of riches. Yeah, Ivan Regis have an embarrassment of riches, man. Because we're gonna be so fucking rich. I thought it'd be cool to talk about my two script developers and how much I'm willing to pay them, obviously. I already mentioned this in my past videos. I'm gonna keep on saying this. There's a high chance the other five might get greedy and they might even want more bargain, want more money for what? For my grades. Hey, are you gonna pay me 2.5? I'm like, no man, I'm not paying you $2.5 million. $2.5 million. You're not worth it. $100,000 raise is good enough. I'm not gonna give you like a $500,000 raise. No, it's gonna affect the budget. A $100,000 raise is good enough. That's an extra $60,000 in your bank. That's a good deal, and I'm giving you your $250,000 bonus after each movie project. Obviously, that way they work hard. That way they appreciate you more. Hence, I'm giving you a good deal, and you get your $250,000 for the re-releases. There's a good chance once I release Zanus, once I start the process for the organization, around that time I might release a special edition of Zanus, or a new technology of Blu-ray. And once I do that, you guys all get your money in your bank. And the actors get their money in the bank too. But they only get their money in the bank for Zanus, the actors chosen for Zanus. Whereas the 7 team get their $2,000 for all the 5 movies. And so they're getting which is a lot of money, yeah. Holy shit, Ivan, you're generous. Yes, I'm very generous. Because I told you, me and VJ are going to be so rich, we have an embarrassment of riches. Hence why I'm even willing to pay the Hollywood actors an unheard amount of money. Obviously, right? The highest I'm going to go for my company is $50 million. Anything over that's crazy. I'm never going to pay an actor like $75 million, $60 million. That's crazy, obviously. As $50 million is good enough, obviously. But the only way I'll ever pay an actor $50 million is if the actor is really, really big. Obviously, if I'm casting one actor. But there's exceptions. Sometimes I'll be willing to put more money into the movie and you can pay the actor $50 million. Like for the Hidden Vampire movie, Will Smith, I'll just pay him 50 like $2 million because I know he's very, very greedy. And because he's like the best of the best, keep him happy, pay him a lot of money. That way you keep him happy, obviously. Pay him a nice $52 million. And you give him a fat $1.5 million for the poster sales, and he gets his $2,000 for the release, which is a nice deal. And he's not getting a piece of me and VJ's royalties, as Will Smith will be walking away with $20+ million in his bank after that movie. Hence, even though me and VJ are making our billions, obviously he's benefiting. He walked away with a fat check in his bank, as well as he got his money for his poster sales. I don't know, $700,000 check. For $1.5 million, $700 check for poster sales, which is a nice deal. Yeah. Obviously, right? But for the Hidden Vampire movie, I'm thinking Mark Wahlberg, Will Smith, and like one big woman actor. I'm not going to have Dwayne Johnson in that movie, man. I'll just, because you need to give the woman an opportunity too. I'll have one big woman actor for that movie. Obviously. Pay that one woman actor. Depends how big she is. Pay her. If she's worth like $90 million, you can pay her like, I don't know, $36 million or something like that. Pay her the same amount of money as Mark Wahlberg. Because women actors don't get paid as much as the men. I don't know, Natalie Portman, she's good for that movie. You can have her be Mark Wahlberg's wife. You can do that for the movie. You can pay Natalie Portman a nice like $36 million. Obviously. Because even though Natalie Portman's worth like $90 million, I told you, women actors don't get paid as much as the men. They don't get paid as much as the men, the women actors. Hence why what? If a woman actor is worth $90 million, she's really, really big. And you pay her a nice like $36 million. 35. Pay her like 35. Pay her 34, 35 million. $34 million. Pay Natalie Portman $34 million. If she, as she's good for that movie, Natalie Portman. You can have her be Mark Wahlberg's wife. Obviously. Because they're all going to be older by then. Natalie Portman is like 40. She'll be in her 50s by then. You can have her be Mark Wahlberg's wife in the movie. And you have Will Smith be the captain of the boat. Yeah, you can pay Natalie Portman a nice like $34 million, which is nice. Pay her a nice, I don't know, pay her a nice $22 million salary and $12 million bonus. Which is a nice deal, obviously. She gets her because she's a bigger A-lister, she gets her $1.5 million money in her bank. I'm going to check my account here.